An alien lost its way and needs orbs to power its home. It has 20 seconds to get 100 points from orbs and make it home. This would have been easy, except there are asteroids to deal with. And every time it gets hit by an asteroid, it loses 5 points. Will this alien ever make it home? That is what this game is about. The great space adventure. Let's play it for a minute. Oh, we didn't get anywhere at all. Now, how did this game become possible? Hey there, future coders. Welcome to the Coding Clubhouse. We've learned so much about coding and game design, variables, loops, conditionals, and even game logic. Now it's time to put everything together in our final project. Get ready for the great space adventure. The mission, like we said earlier, is to help the alien get home by getting 100 points from orbs and avoiding the asteroids. Let's get started. In this game, we'll be controlling an alien, helping it find its way home. And there are surprises, such as the orbs that the alien would have to win or eat to get points that helps it get home. So let's break it down. Game logic. What will our game have? First, we need an alien. That is a sprite, that is an alien, and this alien is controlled by the arrow keys. A very important point. Second, we need energy orbs that appear randomly, and when the alien touches them, it earns points. Let's say 10 points. That means you need to touch them 10 times to earn 100 points. What else do we need? Asteroids. Hitting these asteroids makes the alien lose points. 5 points. Makes it more difficult for the asteroid to get home. So for the alien to get home. A timer, such that when the timer is over, the alien cannot make it home again. So it's game over. That is all we're needing for our game. Let's start with creating the background. What do we need? We need a background, the screen title, and a subtitle, then a music that plays. What are we doing? We are running an algorithm. We are writing an algorithm to run a program. Let's go to world and let's get the background. Then let's choose a background that suits what we are looking for. Yeah, this looks like a galaxy. Then next step is to get the screen. Oh, okay. Good. So this is the background. Now let's get the screen title and subtitle. Then we'll go ahead and look for the screen title, the Great Game Adventure. Then for the subtitle, get 100 points fast and get home. Then press play to start. Press space to start. So noted, this is our introduction to the game. So when the player plays this is what they see first. So something is missing, that is the music. Let's play a song. Yeah, let's look for something that has space, like space, and lengthy, sort of. Yeah, this is 6 seconds. So yeah, I think this works. Let's run it and see what happens. But when we press anything, nothing happens. So currently, this is all we've been able to design. What then should we do next? The next thought would be, we said the user should press play to start. When the user press play, what happens? So we want to create the next scene. I think we want the background to change to a space background. We want to hide the title screen. We want, let's start from there. Events. When space pressed, what happens? First, hide the title screen. We want it to disappear. After it has disappeared, after it has disappeared, we want to change the background to that of space. Yeah, there we have it. Let's run it. Perfect. We are good to go. Now, the next thing is we want to make sprite. What sprite? The alien. Where do we want the sprite to be? At the bottom location. So what do? Create an alien sprite. Yeah, we could use this. This is cute. Then let's set it here. Yeah, good. So we just set the location for our new sprite. What else do we want to do? We want the sprite size to reduce. I want to set it to 70. So let's run it again. That works. Yeah, we are getting it done. Now that this happened, we said something earlier about what we are looking for. We said a sprite that moves with the arrow keys. So let's make our sprite move with the arrow key. Sprite behavior. Let's go to behaviors and then let's do sprite begins. Let's change the sprite to our selected sprite. Oh, that's not our, this is our selected sprite. Then it begins what? Moving with arrow keys. There is already a function here that explains that. Yeah, moving with arrow keys. Now this is a behavior that has been created beforehand. What do? You can check it out. So basically this contains, if up is pressed, move the sprite speed north, down south, left, west, east. This is what we are using. Let's see that in effect. Run. So when I press up, what happens? When I press up, what happens? The sprite moves up. When I press left, it moves left. Right, it moves right. Down, it moves down. So yeah, this is working accurately. What else do we want to create? Asteroids. But if we set to start creating asteroids, we don't want one asteroid, we want a couple of them. We'd have to keep doing the same thing over again because we want the asteroids to want to create them, we want them to fall from random locations and repeat. So that is going to take a lot of space. This is where functions come in. To do this, we create a function, and then we set this function to create the needed asteroids. So this is a function. Let's name it asteroids. Controls the asteroids. That's what it does. So the question begs, what is inside our function? What do we want in our function to make it work? Well, that is quite easy. First, we want to make the asteroids, a multiple of them. And to do that, we'll be using make sprite using grid. So we pick our asteroids, done, and then we select random locations for them. Yes, done. I'm choosing just 4 so that it doesn't become as hard as the game I showed you at the start. I want it to be possible for the alien to get home. What else are we going to do? We want this sprite to start moving from south, and looping. That is the next thing we want to do. So we are going to go to sprite behaviors, and we are going to bring sprite begins, and we change it to the asteroid. And what do we want it to do? To move from south and loop. Beautiful. Now, what does this line of code, what does it take? Let's see. So this is basically the code inside moving south and looping. It sets the speed at which the sprite moves, and then it says when it's lesser than -50, it repeats itself and starts all over again. I had edited this code briefly to make it possible. Depending on the game you are building, whenever you are using an already existing function, you can check it out, look at the code, and then adjust it to suit your own code. Like for example, I added this last block to make it work, because I don't want it to repeat on the same line. I want it to repeat at random lines. Let me take that out and let's see what happens. Let's run our code again. Let's call the function first. Now let's run our code again and see what happens. Now nothing is happening. Why is that? Let's go back to our function. Oh, the grid did not save. Let's select random places for them to start with. Okay, now let's run again. Now, if you notice, it keeps falling at the exact location again and again. And do I want that? No. I want it to start falling at random locations such that the alien cannot predict where the asteroids are coming from. And to do that, I had to add this function. How did I do it? Let's do it. So what did I do? I went to sprite. I went to set sprite function. The block, I brought it out. I brought out the set sprite block, and then changed this to our asteroid. And as opposed to size, I chose the X position. That is the position to vertically. And then I went to math and I said random integer from 0 to 400. That is, what does that mean? It basically means across the screen. The screen is from 0 to 400. So pick any random position from there and keep coming from there. So what happens after I've done this? Reset, run. Oh, sorry. I kept this in the wrong place. Let's do it again. It is inside the south and moving loop. Yeah, it is inside there. I removed it from. Sorry. Now let's do that. We'll go to sprite again and bring out the set sprite block, drop it, change the position to the asteroid, change the size to X position, and then go to math and bring random integer from 0 to 400. What does this mean? This means select a random position from the entire screen vertically and make the asteroids come from there. So let's run and see what happens. So this is the first way they fall. They change the second time, and the third time they are falling differently. No. Okay, so I'm going to copy this sprite and I'm going to drop it here. Exactly. So now let's test this out and see what happens. Falls the same way the first time, randomly the second time, randomly the third time. Yeah, so now it chooses any random space and falls accordingly. So we are good. What else do we need that we currently don't have? The orbs. We need the orbs. What do we want to happen to the orbs? We want the orbs such that we want the orbs to appear at random locations. And then we need to just edit the size of the orbs. So let's do that. Let's create a sprite for the orb. And then let's throw this out. Let's choose the orb. This is a hub. And then let's make it appear at random location. Any random location. Yes. Let's decrease the size of the orb to make it, let's set it to 50, 40. Let's set it to 40. Yes, cool. And then let's run. Cool. I think we chose the wrong one. Let's pick the correct one. It is the right one. Okay, let me check again. Let's reset and start again. So to change the size of the orbs, we'll use the set size block and then drop it here and then change it to 40. Now let's run the game and see what happens. Now we have the asteroids, we have the sprites, that's the alien, and we have the orbs. Now if we move it across each other, nothing is happening, everything is doing their own. Right now we have some part of the code working. Now let's look at what else do we need to do. When we started, we said when the alien hits the asteroid, what should happen? It should lose 5 points. Definitely there has to be something counting the points in the first place. So let's create a variable, and the variable is called points. Done. So let's show the variable. Let's show the variable points. Where do we want to show it? At the top right corner of the screen. Good. Then let's set it. We'll set points to what? 0. Done. Let's run our code once more and see where we are at. You see points at 0 and every other thing are doing theirs. We're good. Now let's start to write another event. What event are we writing? If the asteroid touches the alien, what happens? Now to do that, we'll go to events. We say when alien touches asteroid, then what should happen? First, we change points by -5. So once the alien touches the asteroid, our point reduces. Now let's do that. So the points are working accurately now and we are good. So what next are we doing? We are trying to, we want to create the next event. What happens when the alien touches the ops? What happens? So that is what we are trying to create. To do that, we'll go to event, we select the one touch event, and then we pick the alien and then the ops, and then we change the points. To do that, we go to variables, we select change counter and change it to points, by 10 and change it to points. Great. Th- So we also want the ops to jump to a random we want the ops to jump to a random position after increasing the point. So we'll do it again. Since we lost it, sorry about that. We select the when button, the when event, we change the point. Just a minute. Great. We change that. Then we change the point to 10 and we change the behavior such that the ops joins to a random position. There is already an error and I can see it right now. I selected the asteroid as opposed to the ops I was supposed to select. As at the time I was doing this, I had to record this because my mic died while recording the other time. I didn't realize the mistake. So this is going to run on an error. Then I'm going to figure it out. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think I'm seeing that there is a problem and I'm fixing it. Yes. Then I still didn't fix the second one. So nothing is happening. It's not jumping to a random location. Then I'm worried. Why is it not jumping? And I start to look at the code. Why is it not jumping? I, in real time, can see it. Yes. And then I fixed it and I think it works now. Yeah, it's working. Sorry about that. So, the lesson, when there is an error, please do well to debug. Debugging would always save things. Now that this is working accurately, we are playing the game to see, and it's working. But here is the thing, we cannot continue to just play and play and play with no restriction. We need a timer to make it work, and that is what we will try to create next. Yeah. So that is what I am talking about. So this is a recorded version. I'm recording on the video. That is why I am different from what I was saying in the video. So you just have to bear with me. My man died and I didn't realize on time. So now I guess we are creating the timer. Let's just give her a moment to catch up. Yes, the timer. And we'll use an event to do that. And it's going to be at I want time at 20 seconds. What happens at 20 seconds? We want the wrong block, please. Yeah, I'm going to bring out the accurate block here. That's the right block. So if counter, that's point, which we are going to change to point. If it's equals to 100, yeah, I'm doing that. Then what should happen? We want the background to change. We want it to change to a happy background. I guess I will first choose the sad background, and I realized, oh no, this is a win, and I'm going to change the background to the happy one. Yeah, I did that. Oh, look at that. Yes, this is the happy background. And then we print, yeah, you won. That's what we're doing. Yeah. So then, if the point does not get to 100, what happens? So we go ahead and we fix that. We'll use the plus if button. That sounds like if else. So it does like the if else statement. So I guess we are going there. Yes. So it's saying no wrong place, take it out, replace it. Yes. So if points does not get to 100, if it's less than 100 at 20 seconds, what should happen? So I'm going to replace it with points and I'm going to replace that with less than and I'm going to choose 100. Yeah, the math. Put it there and 100. Yeah. So what should happen? We want the background to change to the sad background and say you lost. You lost. Yeah, the sad background, and then it prints you lost or you lose, whichever one I choose to write in that moment. um, uh, I realized that my mic was dead, but I still continued anyway. Just made up my mind I was going to record on it. So just bear with me for a minute. I was looking for the fastest way to fix it, but I guess I never fixed it. Because here we are. Okay. So you lose. Then we try to run it. Okay. Oh, oh, nice. Okay, 30. Oh, avoid it. 30, 25. Oh, avoid it. 20, 35. Oh, we lost. That was too soon. So I think I extended the time to 40 seconds because I'm like, we need to see the you won version of things. Did we win? And now let's try to play that. So, yeah, yes, yeah. Okay, okay. This is looking good. 40, 50, 60. Oh, this is looking good. 70, 80, 95. 95, 100. Yeah, so because we got to 100 and it left, I noticed it didn't say you won. So I replayed out of the scene and it did say you won. It said it. It said you won. So I don't know what happened in this. I don't know what the glitch came from, but it is working accurately. You can try it on your own. Yeah, so I was confused for a moment, but I did play it after I stopped recording this.